Bisexuality is a sexual orientation defined as attraction to both your own gender and other genders. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty ways that people distort this simple concept into biphobic myths. 10 myths about bisexuality. Myth number 1. Bi means two, so bisexuals are attracted to two genders, men and women. Yes, bi means two. Gay also means happy, but that doesn't mean that homosexual people are happy all the time. The definition of bisexuality, as widely accepted by the bisexual community, is attraction to both your own gender and other genders. The difference is important for several reasons. First, it recognizes non-binary genders, thus eliminating the gender binary from the equation. Second, it's the definition that many or most bisexuals use, and when a community defines itself, you should respect that definition rather than trying to argue semantics. Myth number 2. Bisexuals are confused. No, bisexuals are bisexual. You're confused. Don't assume you know more about someone else's identity than they do. Myth number 3. Bisexuals are greedy. This just makes no sense. Are monosexual people greedy for being attracted to an entire gender? Why do you want that entire gender for yourself, greedy? Why isn't your sexuality just one person at any given time? Just because you have the capacity to be attracted to more than one gender doesn't mean you want every person on the planet. That would be exhausting. Myth number 4. Bisexuals are cheaters. If you're in a relationship with someone, do you systematically isolate them from the people they have the capacity to be attracted to because that's the only way you can know for sure that they haven't cheated on you? No! Just because there are humans in the general vicinity doesn't mean a bisexual wants to or will sleep with them. Myth number 5. Bisexuals can't be satisfied. Does the person you're dating satisfy every desire of your heart? No, because they're not perfect, they're human. Most likely, the person you're dating does not fulfill every characteristic you find attractive in a human being. But that doesn't mean you don't love them. This isn't magically different for bisexuals. The person you're with does not fulfill every characteristic you enjoy in a human, and that's okay. And as for the idea that this lack of satisfaction stems from the fact that bisexual people like penis and pussy and can only have one at a time, which isn't true anyway because intersex and trans people exist, people don't date people for their genitals. If the person you're dating could be replaced by a customized sex toy, you're doing it wrong. Myth number 6. Bisexuals are transphobic. A common but inaccurate definition of bisexuality is attraction to both males and females. And yes, that definition does assume a gender binary and excludes gender variant people. However, that definition does not match how the bisexual community identifies itself. See previous definition, attraction to both your own gender and other genders. There's nothing inherent about bisexual people that makes them transphobic. Myth number 7. Bi women are actually straight women who want attention. No. I think this myth stems from the fact that women are taught to please a man at all costs, and in our culture, girl-on-girl action is sexualized as hell, so why wouldn't she be doing it for male attention? But this is just not true. Bisexual women are not fakes, even if they experiment. The idea that everything women do is done for the sole purpose of pleasing a man? It's getting really old. Myth number 8. Bisexual men are actually gay men who want to seem more normal. Again, with the no. I chalk this one up to the definition of masculinity in America being seriously homophobic. People tend to shun dudes who like dudes, even if those dudes also like ladies, because the fact that they like dudes means they've already forfeited their masculinity, and ignorant people are uncomfortable with those who don't fit into neat boxes. Side note, notice how bi women and bi men are both assumed to secretly like men? I wonder why that is. Myth number 9. Bisexual women are more accepted than gays and lesbians. Biphobia affects bi women just as much, if not more, than bi men. We even have a separate word, saphobia, for the combination of misogyny and biphobia that bi women face on a regular basis. Think of it as a nice little oppression cocktail, except nobody wants that cocktail. In addition, bi women face a ridiculous amount of sexualization, to the point where they aren't treated like human beings, just as sexual objects that only exist for the pleasure of men. And finally, myth number 10. I'm not biphobic, but I'd never date a bi person. If you don't want to date a bi person because they're bi, you're biphobic. Just like if you don't want to date a black person because they're black, you're racist. You don't get to call this a preference. It's discrimination. In conclusion, bi people are bi and they know what they're doing. Now go forth and be less of a biphobic person. If you want to check out some awesome bisexual YouTubers, I recommend Scarlet Saint, Meg Turney, and Claudia Boleyn. Links in the description. Thanks for watching, and bye!